Hello everyone, welcome to my new video Connect Plus Unit 7 for Grade 2. The title, where is it from? Let's read together. We went on a school trip yesterday. Let's have a look at this sentence before we read. We went on a school trip yesterday. Went yesterday. In which tense this sentence? Yes, it's in the past simple. What is the base form of went? Yeah, it will be go. Went, go. Yesterday is the key word for the past simple. We went on a school trip yesterday. Let's complete. Grandma says, "Did you go to a museum?" The girl says, "No, we didn't. No, we didn't. We went to a farm to learn about animals." That sounds fun. Yes, it was. We saw horses, sheep, cows, and ducks. It was very interesting. Now, let's read the new words. Farm animals: duck, horse, goat, cow, donkey, rabbit, sheep, fish, chicken. Now let's read animal products. Milk, meat, cheese, wool, eggs, butter. We went to the farm to see animals. We learned about animal products. What are the animal products? Super, wool, milk, meat, eggs. Let's complete reading. We get lots of things from animals. For example, we get wool and milk from sheep. We get eggs and meat from chickens. We get meat and milk from cows. We get milk and meat from goats. What do we get from sheep? Can you answer this question? Yes, we get wool and milk. What do we get from chickens? Yes, we get eggs and meat. What do we get from cows? Yes, we get meat and milk. What do we get from goats? We get milk and meat. And now, let's have a look how to answer a question using why. We use why to ask about the reason. We use why to ask about the reason. But to answer this question, we have to use to. To must be followed by infinitive. Why do we exercise? We exercise to get fit. Why do we go to the library? We go to the library to read books. And now we will talk about a new part. We will talk about Egypt map. Before we start, we have to know that in the north we can see the Mediterranean Sea. In the east we can see the Red Sea. In the middle we can see the Nile River. The Nile River is a curvy line. It is not straight line. This small triangle is called Nile Delta. Nile Delta is in the shape of triangle, as you see. So they called it delta. A delta is a place where the river enters the sea. A delta is a place where the river enters the sea. Now repeat after me. A delta. A delta. A delta is a place where the river enters the sea. Where the river enters the sea. So what does that mean? This part is called Nile Delta. Nile Delta is the place where the river enters the sea. This is the place where the Nile meets the sea. Where the Nile meets the sea. The Nile River goes from the south to the north. Goes from the south to the north. In the Nile Delta, there is a lot of farmland. There is a lot of farmland. There is a rule: if you find water, so you can find farmland. If you find water, you can find farmland. So, in the Nile Delta, we can find water from the Nile River. So, we can find a lot of farmland. A lot of farmland. Let's go to the next part, an oasis. An oasis is a place in the desert with water. Place in the desert with water. Let's have a look. What is an oasis? Here is the desert. Can we find water in the desert? Oh, no, we can't. But sometimes we can find water. If we find water in the desert, it means that place is called oasis. So, an oasis is a place in the desert with water. Place in the desert with water. An oasis, place in the desert with water. And we can call it. It's a place in the desert with tree and water. Place in the desert with tree and water. Place in the desert with tree and water. This is an oasis. Now, let's repeat together. An oasis is a place in the desert with water. Place in the desert with tree and water. Place in the desert with tree and water. What can people do in an oasis? What can people do in an oasis? People can grow plants and keep animals at an oasis. People can grow plants and keep animals. 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 What can people do in an oasis? People can grow plants and keep animals. People can grow plants and keep animals at an oasis. Now, it's your turn. Repeat after me. People can grow plants and keep animals. People can grow plants and keep animals. Grow plants and keep animals at an oasis. And now, let's talk about peninsula. Peninsula. Peninsula is land with water around most of it. With water around most of it. Peninsula. Peninsula. What is this place called? This place called Sinai Peninsula. Sinai Peninsula. Sinai Peninsula has water around most of it. This part is not water. This part is not water. But this part and this part and this part and this part, all of them are water. So, peninsula is a place with water around most of it, not all of it. Not all of it. Peninsula is a place with water around most of it. With water around most of it. Let's go back to peninsula definition. A peninsula is land with water around most of it or around it. Around most of it. Now repeat. Peninsula. A peninsula. A peninsula is land with water around most of it. Peninsula is land with water around most of it. Can you give me example for a peninsula? Yeah, Sinai Peninsula. Sinai Peninsula. And now let's talk about a new definition. This is a mountain, and this is a mountain, and this is a mountain. So they are mountains. Mountains. A lot of mountains means mountain range. Mountain range. Mountain range is an area with lots of mountain. Mountain range is an area with lots of mountains. A mountain range is an area with lots of mountains. A mountain range is an area with lots of mountains. What is the meaning of area? Place. Mountain range is a place with lots of mountain. A mountain range is a place with lots of mountain. Mountain range is an area with lots of mountains. And here you can see in this part we can find Aswan High Dam. Aswan High Dam. What is the main function of Aswan High Dam? What is the importance of Aswan High Dam? Or what is the function or the importance of the high dam? A dam controls water in a river. A dam controls water in a river. A dam controls water in a river. Controls water in a river. Controls water in a river. And now it's reading time. There are lots of different places in Egypt. For example, is Egypt only a desert? No. In Egypt we can find only farmlands? No. So there are lots of different places in Egypt. What is the opposite of different? Same. 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 What is the opposite of different? Same. 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 There are desert, number 1, and mountains, number 2. There are oases in the desert and farmland around the river Nile. Here is the river Nile. We can find a lot of farmland. There are beaches and lakes. Beaches and lakes. As you can see in this map, Egypt is next to the sea, next to the Mediterranean Sea and next to the Red Sea. It had the Mediterranean Sea in the north, and in the east we can find the Red Sea. We can find the Red Sea. There are also very old cities, pyramids and temples in Egypt. So, in the north, Mediterranean Sea, in the east, Red Sea. Now let's draw the map of Egypt together. To draw the map of Egypt, we have to draw a big square or rectangle like this. And now, in the north, we have to draw the Mediterranean Sea. And here in this part, we can draw the Nile River. The Nile River is a curvy line. The Nile River is a curvy line. In the east, we have to draw the Red Sea. The Red Sea. The Red Sea. The Red Sea. And here we can find Sinai Peninsula. This place is called Sinai Peninsula. Sinai Peninsula. Sinai Peninsula. And this is the Nile Delta. Okay, after that we have to know the directions. Okay, draw with me please. Here is in the top, north. In the bottom, south, east, and here west. North, south, east, west. The directions again. North, south, east, west. In the north, we can find the Mediterranean Sea. In the south, we can find the High Dam. In the east, we can find the Red Sea. The Red Sea. Okay, everyone. Thank you for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe for more videos. See you soon. Goodbye.